Hey guys, it's me Lachlan here today with a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about the ongoing Easter egg hunt inside Battlefield 4 Vanilla and Battlefield 4 Dragon's Teeth. Now if you don't know, over the last couple of days, myself, Hadokins, JackFrags, Valley Beast and Battle Rush Gaming have been streaming various Easter egg hunts trying to uncover what remains inside Battlefield 4 and of course in the new DLC, Battlefield Dragon's Teeth. Now this has been going on with various members of the community such as forums, Twitter pages, Reddit, Battlelog forums, you know, the guys down on Twitter like Battlefield Nation, Battlefield Portal, and everybody's really been putting in a real A-star kind of effort into Easter egg hunting at the moment. Now in this quick video today, I'm going to give you a brief insight into what I feel as though remains in Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 4 Dragon's Teeth, and what the current clues that have been found point to, what they may entice about Battlefield 4 and what they're going to lead to. So I'm going to start off with the Fibonacci sequence and what that actually means, because lots of people have been really confused about the significance of the symbols and numbers and things that we've been talking about on stream. Now the Fibonacci sequence is something which is used in the world of mathematics. It's used generally across everything to do with computing, binary code and everything in between, and this was implemented in Battlefield 4 in a symbolic and somewhat mystical kind of way, because they really wanted us to do some digging in order to find out what we were actually looking at. Now across maps such as Propaganda, Sunken Dragon, Pearl Market, you name it, we were finding symbols, and these were really weird symbols. They were things like a horse over heaven, or a pig over a compass, or a water drop over an eye, and everybody was confused as to what these were. Now when we started searching what the descriptions of these symbols were, we found that it related to ancient Chinese symbolism, and this went on even further as we found a new kind of symbol, and this is called a Vega symbol. Now a Vega symbol was used as a philosophical concept in ancient China, so these things linked very well together. This then led to the discovery of a triagram. And a triagram is simply referred to as a repeated pattern of symbols or numbers, etc. This is where the really complex people came in. Now these people who did all this work, they started using the triagrams, the symbols and the maps to start converting them to find values that we could use to give us some kind of means of direction. And they converted it to a binary value and a hexagram value, and the binary value was somewhat simplistic, it was just things like zeros and ones and ones and ones, but the hexagram value started giving us numbers which began to spell out the Fibonacci sequence. So what does this mean for us? See, now this is where it gets tricky, and I'm not going to pretend like I'm the kind of guy who knows the ins and outs of everything that's going on, and more complex people have been really putting the work down in things like Reddit and the Battlelog forums. And they now have some kind of direction, and they're using something called the Smithy Code. Now the Smithy Code is something which was originally used in the Da Vinci Code ruling, and it was something used by a judge, which was a random sequence of words compared with numbers to give you an actual word. So it's kind of scrambled, it's kind of difficult to explain, but essentially if I gave you a scrambled alphabet, and I gave you an order to put this scrambled alphabet in, and then I matched up words with each letter, you would then go down and select these words, and it would make absolutely no sense. But then you can cross-reference this with an actual alphabet, and it should create some kind of actual word. Now I'm going to leave a link in the description below to the Smithy Code, because it's really interesting. It's actually a very interesting topic, and you guys should be able to read over it and grasp it after about maybe 2 or 3 reads. Now people are using the Smithy Code alongside the Fibonacci sequence to try and find a password, but we still need some kind of direction, and this is where things get sort of lost in the dark. And at the moment we're just kind of playing around with ideas, but it looks like the Fibonacci sequence will eventually give us the password to the Phantom's assignment, and we'll probably able to activate it once we work out what it is 100% that we should be doing. Now this direction about what we should be doing might be found in game, it might be found somewhere in the forums, it might be somebody's genius bright idea, which is what has been the case so far, and hopefully over the next couple of days we might be able to surface some kind of password. Now that isn't the end of things. Later on somebody jumped into my stream and said, look, I found this weird symbol on Lumpine Garden, and I believed him, and we definitely went to go check this out. He even showed us a screenshot, and on the riverbed you'll be able to see a symbol of Paracel Storm with Chinese text next to it, and in the chat we had somebody called Decker who could translate Chinese for us, and it roughly translated to this: it's real, the monster is real. So this made us believe and think back about the Megalodon in Parasol Storm, which was never found in the end, and how that hunt was completely unsuccessful until Naval Strike. And we thought this was just, some kind of troll, possibly a mini Easter egg, we didn't really know. But then things got slightly more complex. Later on, somebody contacted JackFrags and said to him that he had found some kind of sum or equation. And this equation was a Parasol Storm outline plus a scribble equals Megalodon mouth, and it had a script of writing above it. Now initially JackFrags didn't believe him, being the kind of person he is, and even people who've been streaming recently such as myself, we've been getting tons of false ideas and false theories and false clues. But another person shouted out and said, look, yeah, I found this symbol as well. So Jack went ahead and did some more digging, and I'll put a link in the description below for you guys to check out the video of how he actually found this. So after trying multiple servers, he found this small equation, which is on screen now, which is on the side of a box in propaganda. And as you can see, it references the Parasol Storm map plus something scribbled out equals a Megalodon mouth. That is the mouth of a Megalodon. Now, we were thinking about this, lots of people have tried scrambling the image, messing with some colours and some curves, but I think myself and some of the other streamers have basically agreed that it's just a scribble. There'll be nothing behind this scribble, no words, no symbols. We need to look for that second part of the equation. So in the end, really, nobody really knows what to search for. We're all looking around, scouring maps for a symbol to give us some kind of idea as what we're meant to do to unlock what could be maybe the second Megalodon, might be something else, could be an alligator. Lots of people have had lots of theories. There's even talks of krakens and all these other really weird and scary things, sea serpents and all sorts, so it's all kind of up in the air at the moment. So I'm going to give you my personal opinion, being the kind of Easter egg hunter that I have been for the last while now. Now, from my opinion, I still think that there is some kind of large Easter egg on Dragon's Teeth. I think most likely maps are Propaganda or Sunken Dragon. Propaganda because I want there to be a nuke, but Sunken Dragon because it seems to have so much potential. It's got that kind of eerie feeling about it, especially with the lake, etc. We already found the T-Rex skull, but I feel as though there's something really big there. Maybe there is a sea serpent or something. Now, I think that's a possibility, but I do believe that we have actually missed something out in Parasol Storm. Now, there's been lots of references, as we saw in the Peony Garden, and of course in this equation, referencing Parasol Storm. So maybe it's the developers trying to shout to us, hey, look, although you scoured this map, you missed something. Go back there. We also have the 4th floor dog tag, which has lots of implications. No real idea as to what that could mean. I think it's something we're just going to have a wait and see with. And finally, of course, we have the Kevin Simpson profile. Now, there was a Kevin Simpson website and a Kevin Simpson Twitter page, and these were confirmed fake by JJJU on the forums. But of course, Kevin Simpson 1942, the Battlelog page, still exists. And the other day, after a bunch of us got on stream and did hashtag bring Kevin back, he actually signed back in. He's yet to say anything, he's just signed in. So hopefully he maybe give us, some kind of clue or something like that to point us in a direction, because obviously the developers will want to have these Easter eggs found, because it's good publicity, it'll give them lots of, attention and stuff. I mean, you only have to really look at when JackFrags found the Megalodon to see how much publicity that thing really gets. So, like, every game company out there, including IGN and all sorts, were like, oh my god, there's a Megalodon on this game. So I personally think we're going to see something over the next few days. Of course, I'm going to be doing lots of hunting and potentially formulating some more theories, but I still believe that the nuke theory is going to exist. I've even thought up of a few ideas of how that might happen in Final Stand, and one of the good ideas that I had was that there will be some kind of levolution, and then players will get like 2 minutes to run to fallout bunkers, lock themselves in, the nuke goes off, buildings are destroyed, wind comes in, yellow tint, players can come back out of these fallout bunkers. I thought something along the lines of that would be really cool, but I think we're going to have to wait and see. I think it is going to be in Final Stand and not in Propaganda and Dragon's Teeth as I suspected, But, you know, that's just one of those wait-and-see situations. Now, before I go, of course, I'm streaming Easter egg hunts regularly, and I'd really like to say a quick thank you, because we've had, like, 1,180 followers or something ridiculous like that. And I'd also like to give a huge shout-out to Zynov, Battle Rush Gaming, Valley Beast, JackFrags, and Hadokins for being really good Easter egg hunters and obviously supporting it quite a lot. And, of course, to everybody in the Battlelog forums and Reddit forums who've been giving these ideas, shouting out these crazy theories, and, you know, doing all this digging together. It's been really good fun, and of course all those guides will be in the link below, so make sure you go check them out. Most of you already know who they are. So I'm going to be continuing the hunt tonight as of when this video goes up, so my Twitch will also be there. Make sure you check it out. It's been me, Lachlan, guys. We'll hopefully have some Easter egg information soon. Thank you for watching.